to the intuitive eating series, where every week I go over 2 intuitive eating principles. In the last video we went over principle number 2, which was honor your hunger. In this video we'll be going over principle number 3. But before I do get started, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just leave them down below or send me a DM and I will get to you. So principle number 3, make peace with food. So to make peace with food, we have to change the way that we view food. So food is meant to nourish you and make you feel good. So we need to take away the good and bad labels away from food, because food is not meant to, make you feel upset, embarrassed, or guilty. So when you tell yourself that you can't have a certain food or that you shouldn't have a certain food because it's bad, that is when you start to deprive yourself. And as humans, we don't want to be told no. We don't want to be told that we can't have a certain food, because that just makes our body want it more. And then you end up binging on it later on. So when this happens, you fall into the diet cycle, and this is what the diet cycle looks like. So you decide that you're going to go on a diet or you're going to do some sort of restrictive thing. You start restricting on certain foods because you can't have a certain food, you shouldn't have it, it's bad, whatever that situation is for you. You start craving that food because you're depriving yourself so much from it. And then you start binging on that food because, as I said, you've been deprived so much from it. Your body wants it, but you've told yourself no for a certain amount of time. And then you end up binging and the cycle repeats itself. So I found myself in this cycle for years, honestly for years, just because I would always tell myself, can't have this, can't have that, and then I'd just be binging on that. And as I said, the cycle would repeat itself continuously. Making peace with food also means that when you do have food that you once considered to be bad, you don't have to earn it, or you're not burning it off afterwards. So when you earn food, this looks like having a cheat day or a cheat meal, or telling yourself that once I do a certain thing, I'm going to reward myself with food. That is what earning food looks like. And when you're burning off food, this is when you do a specific movement or exercise for the sole purpose of burning off calories from that certain meal or that certain food. So when you truly make peace with food, you have the food, you're there, you're present, you're mindful of it, you're enjoying your food, then you move on with your day. That is what making peace with food truly looks like. This is one of the key factors with intuitive eating, because once you actually start to make peace with food, you don't have to have all these rules and restrictions around food, nor do you have to put food in boxes such as good, bad, can, can't, should, shouldn't. And once you release these limitations, this is when you're actually able to start intuitively eating. So that is all for today. Principle number 3, make peace with food. In the next video, we'll be going over principle number 4, which is to challenge the food police. This is going to be a great one to dive into, so don't forget to watch that. Leave your thoughts below on making peace with food, and of course my DMs are always open. And yes, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.